Hi you guys, welcome back to Tantor ASMR, and I'm just going to be doing some lo-fi, no mic makeup, and just some like real talk, realness about life and what's been going on. Hopefully somebody can relate to it. So the products I'm using, but today is Saturday and I'm trying to get in a better mood. I've been crying and just been in a crappy mood pretty much all day. And I started an antidepressant last week for the first time in my life. I've definitely needed to be on one for a long time. And I finally pulled the trigger after having a little mental breakdown. So, it's actually been going really well. You hear a lot of horror stories about medication, which is part of the reason why I've been hesitant to try it. But I think all things considering, I've done really well on this one, especially for it to be my first one. I did do some genetic testing called GeneSight, which is supposed to help you figure out which medications react better with your body and your genetics. And they do it with a mouth swab. However, it is a little pricey, and if your insurance doesn't cover it, it's really, really pricey. I'm lucky my insurance did cover some of it, but not all of it, so I still had to pay. I paid about $330 to get it done. I want to say out of pocket, it's like over $1,000. However, if you've tried a lot of different medications and you can't find one that works for you, they're more likely to cover it. So if you've been having like a lot of trouble finding a good medication, just keep that in mind, even if your insurance doesn't seem like it would cover the full cost. So yeah, anyway, that will give you a list of medications that are good, could be good, and bad for your body chemistry. It's not an exact science. I have heard of people trying their quote-unquote good medicines and them still not working. So, like anything, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. But for me, it seems to have worked so far. I guess that I'm really early into it. I might not be able to really make too many assumptions yet, but I'm going to anyway. But yeah, I feel like it's been pretty good so far. Today is actually the first day that I've felt pretty shitty, and I just feel down about where I'm at in life. Sometimes it feels like I'm not doing anything worthwhile with my life. I work kind of a dead-end job. I do like my job, which is huge, but I don't really feel like I'm making too much of a difference there in anyone's life. I'm bringing home a paycheck, and sometimes that's okay. Sometimes that's all you can do. But like most people, I would think wish I, was kind of leaving a legacy behind of some sort. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And yeah, I sat and cried about 30 minutes ago about it. And now I'm doing my makeup, pretending like I'm normal. I've been going through a lot the last couple months, hence why I'm now on this medication. And it's just been a lot, Sometimes I feel like I have no one to talk to. Even though I see a therapist and I have lots of family and friends, it's just sometimes when you're really, really down in a rut, you don't feel like you can bother people, with this type of stuff. It can be very isolating. You can feel like you're burdening people. That's how I feel. I feel like I shouldn't burden anyone in my life with this, except maybe my therapist, because at least she's being paid to do it. And that's hard. It's hard to know what to say to people when they ask if I'm okay, and I'm very clearly not, because I'm really honest a lot of times. And I don't feel like I can be honest at all, really, with how I've been feeling. I feel like I'm constantly putting up a big facade with everyone in my life. And I hate it. Because I pride myself on being real and not sugarcoating things and just being open. And now I'm, doing the things that I don't really stand for, just to kind of make myself a little more digestible for everyone else. Because I kind of feel like, everyone is like going through their own thing. There's not one person who's not going through something. So I'm like, why should I be bothering someone with my, bullshit? And it's not even trivial bullshit. Like, the stuff that I'm going through, I feel like is super valid to be upset about. But it doesn't change the fact that, I just can't seem to convince myself that anyone would give a singular shit about what I'm going through. Even when people tell me that they care. It's really hard to, actually feel like they do. I just feel like they're lying to me. And that is just, mental illness at work. Your mind will lie to you and tell you all these terrible things that aren't true because you're just ill, And that's the thing that you have to remember and be patient with people who struggle. And it can be hard. It's very exhausting. Totally understand, why people don't want to deal with it. I wish I didn't have to deal with it, Wish I didn't have, loved ones who did have to deal with it. But everyone deserves a little grace and compassion at the end of the day. Including you, including me. So, I can go out with some friends and family who I know care about me, because I cannot get this little thing to go away. and you know, not sit here and continue to bed rot and cry, because that is not going to do me any good. So yeah, this is kind of a weird video, but just had to kind of say my piece, and I hope you guys are doing better than me. I'll be back with some more traditional content here soon, okay? I love you guys. Bye.